Just landed. I'm so close. This will unlock 200,000 points. Oh my. I never thought this would happen. Currently in airport in White Plains, New York. It's pretty small. So today's itinerary will be going to RSW, which is an airport in Florida, and then continuing on back up north to Hartford, and then coming back south again, if time permits, to San Juan, Puerto Rico. If not, then I will do that leg tomorrow. Right now that leg is quite expensive. It's easy to lose count on how many flights I've taken. I'm getting ready for flight RSW, currently seated. I have this whole row to myself. We are going to depart probably in the next 10-15 minutes. I'm so tired. I probably am going to take a long nap in this plane. I'll record takeoff and then hopefully make it by landing and just record landing. It's kind of funny because I have not woken up a lot for landing. It's quite sad. I feel like that's really cool, have on video. See a window? How do you close it? Not this way. This way. I have never seen that. I was able to take a good, quick nap. Just landed at RSW and leaving for my lounge or something. Still need food. I think my best bet might be Priority Pass here. You're in Florida when you have alligator plushies, and I think that's actually a real alligator. Looks cool, but I don't think I would ever want it. I looked at the departures, and this airport doesn't seem like nothing's delayed. Everything seems on time, and furthermore, there's no cancellations. So I think I'll be good tonight. It might be a different story when I go to Hartford. Right now I'm trying to take an Uber to the Gulf Coast Town Center. Thank you. Okay, so I am in Gulf Coast Town Center. Basically, all forums recommended this place from 2015 on Flyer Talk. I don't know much about it, and I'm just here just to destroy some time for my layover. Still have like 3 hours. But honestly, it just kind of looks like a shopping center. Like just kind of some standard shopping center you see, like a Target and stores. I was expecting a lot more. I am also glad it's not like that I know of so far, that I don't see like very luxury brands. But there is a cool store that I do want to check out. I don't know if it's open. Found this randomly. It's like a retro gaming store. Is it open? Oh. Oh my. I've never seen a retro gaming store in my life as big as this. Like, this is amazing. They have Xbox games. They have Sega, DS, Nintendo Switch, GameCube. So many controllers. This is all N64. Something I played a lot as a child. Ori pads. And this is why I didn't come here earlier. It's like raining so bad. I might have to wait out the storm, and then if I get an opportunity, just go to the airport early. It's on these buttons. If you like toggle these switches, there's like multiple of them. There's the one there, there. What's this? Crossway? The rain's getting even stronger. Look at the puddles that are generating. It's still raining pretty bad, but I'm playing N64. This is Mario Kart on a CRTV. We also have other ones too.
We got this pretty good.
I am going to board my Hartford flight in about 2 hours. Just spent $27 on a sandwich, strawberry milk, and this coconut snack, which I put in my suitcase. I forgot how expensive airports are, especially since I usually just go to the lounges. But today, I'm not going to get any luck since it's kind of small airports and not hubs. The front person who scans the tickets or helps arrange the flight, like the bridge walk, she basically gave an offer since the flight is oversold by one ticket. She said that anyone who decides that they want to take tomorrow's flight, they'll get $700 as well in credit to use, and it really hurts because I really, really want to use it, like really bad, because it'll cut costs down in this challenge. But I have way too many itineraries planned out tomorrow that it will just start dominoing. Another lovely moment in Florida. Beautiful weather, beautiful rain. Rain, rain everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, this Hartford flight, I am very tired. This will be destination number 14. And the good thing is I'm almost to 15, so my 150,000 point bonus will be unlocked. Then I feel like the motivation for the 5 extra flights gets even bigger. But I really just want to go get some sleep. It's easier to get some sleep on this flight than it is on the shorter flights. For example, like from Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard. Those flights, they're short, you can go in a lot of destinations, but they're quite exhausting.
Welcome JetBlue, service to Hartford, Connecticut.
Arrived at Hartford. Honestly, the Northeast confuses me. Like, it's like a very different culture than West Coast. There's like a kind of an older wealth culture. Don't know how they live through the winter. Maybe after living here, for 3-4 years, I'd be able to understand it. But I just see a special Southwest plane right now in true American glory. Freedom 1. I'm going to see if there's a priority pass here, and if there is, I will take it. I got a grilled chicken sandwich. It's $20. Hopefully it's good. I'm going to eat this now and then decide on a hotel later. Good morning. I'm in Hartford Airport right now. Just came out of my Hilton hotel. I left really early. About 4:30 is when I took the shuttle here. The shuttle driver actually waited a little bit because I was the only one. So he said that, there's no hurry. So I left at like 4:33. My flight starts boarding at 5:25 to Puerto Rico, so I'm kind of rushing right now because I think it's about close to 4:50. Still kind of early because last boarding is probably like 5:40, 5:45. But today I'm going to try to go to the last island that I missed when I went to Puerto Rico, which was St. Thomas. But let's go through TSA and start getting into our gate. Let the adventure begin today. Made it past security, but I wanted to point out something. This is the reason I'm not a coffee drinker. Also, I don't really care much about it, the taste. I don't get it. Like going extra early just to get coffee, I'd rather just sleep. Going to my flight, I am gate 1 today. That's numero uno. I think I matched the tail wing, so when I go from Puerto Rico to US Virgin Islands, I'll go back on the same plane back to San Juan. And then technically US Virgin Islands is the United States. But you know, I have a clear membership. And today was a huge, valuable asset to have it because the lines were so long and I messed up. The end is gate 12, not gate 1. So I'm completely walking back to the furthest gate on this side. I didn't know the numbers go up as you go down, not the other way around. So I was just ascending numbers, not descending. Boarding my San Juan flight. So arrived in San Juan Airport, getting ready for my flight to St. Thomas. I'll update you on my experience. It was very interesting in the flight, so that I will talk later on in the probably when I get to Tampa. But I'm in the lounge right now, and this is what I'm eating. Destination number 15, St. Thomas, here we come. Oh, we're already landing.
Oh wow, we're already landing.
This pack of chips is $5.19. You might wonder, where am I? I am currently in a random gift shop in the US Virgin Islands. The plane I just came out of is over there, right here, and I'll be going back into the same plane. But I actually got a kind of private place, so there's like this line right here, and it's closed off. I was able to go around the gift shops and then get back to this. There's like a special door on this side that I entered from. But they gave me a seat. I think it's because it's quite crowded. And yeah, I do really like the service here. I'm ready for my next flight to San Juan. And then from San Juan, I will be going to Tampa. So that should be 16 destinations out of 25. 9 more to get my elite status for 25 years. So very excited. Flight's only 16 minutes long. The staff asked if I was vlogging, and I think they're okay with it. We'll see what I do with this footage, but it was a completely opposite. I feel like I vibe more with the staff. They're really kind, and I'm glad there was a change of staff. We'll be taking off soon. I've done 15 destinations, and San Juan will be a repeat destination, but Tampa will be my 16th destination. Almost there to 25. Glad I'm getting the 150,000 point bonus soon. I'm in San Juan again. I am reaching my 16th flight, which is going to be Tampa. I think I might be able to tell my experience going from Connecticut all the way down to San Juan. That staff, oof. I asked first about if I had to get out of security for St. Thomas and if I could ask a supervisor or anyone or what would be the best course of action. She was already put off by when I asked. Like, you have to go through security, like very condescending and like who do you think you are, basically, like that, you know, maybe you should have just booked flights like with more gap. She like didn't really like me with my camera. I felt uncomfortable recording takeoff and landing, like even in that flight from BDL to St. Juan. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, even little kids do that. Like, apparently JetBlue's policy is just ask. Like, when I went to St. Thomas, oh my god, San Juan to St. Thomas, the staff was so sweet. So when I talked to the gate agent that was kind of outside the plane, the flight staff told me, talk to the supervisor, and pointed to the supervisor. I told her, like, I'm doing this challenge, I'm flying out like this exact same plane in about like 30 minutes. And she was so kind. Like, she escorted me into security, like without going through security. She like escorted me straight to the gate. I gave my boarding pass and ID is just to show that I am attending the next plane. And she gave me like this special kind of where like the pilot kind of sits waiting on a flight, and like, you know, said you can go in and out of this like this area, look at the gift shops, and then you'll have like the seat right next to the boarding plane. She's very, very sweet lady. I just had a terrible experience the first, like from BDL to San Juan. I don't know. I think I've had 3 bad experiences so far. I feel like JetBlue, it's very person dependent, who's on the flight. But my opinion of JetBlue so far, and I'm 16 flights, 16 destinations almost in, is that I'm very mixed. Like, I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's as warm as American Airlines. Anyways, I have an hour. I'm gonna go possibly maybe get some water from the lounge and just chill for the next hour until boarding. Flight's leaving now. Tired. I think I'm gonna sleep the whole plane. I think it's probably like 2 hours, 3 hours. It's definitely a flight. It's definitely not a short 30-minute flight. Here's an update. This is a very noisy plane. Very, very noisy plane. I can't believe I'm stuck 3 hours in this noise. Like, I'm glad I have one of these. They're like headphones people use for construction. I can still play music on them. They're not active noise cancelling, but I prefer that. I don't like vodka. Tastes okay when you mix it with lemon. True lemon packs. When you mix it with this and this and this Bloody Mary mix, it's not bad. But I also prefer non-alcoholic. I don't want to drink all the time. I did the bourbon cream and also the coffee. Not bad. This is like flight maybe 17 or 18 by JetBlue. I've never ordered alcohol until today. Maybe it's your life work, that's why. No. I just wanted to try it because I was like, you know what? I never asked for earphones and they have nice pouches. And I never asked for alcohol, so why not? So in recap, tried a Bloody Mary. Tried this cocktail mix. Tried this Irish coffee kind of bourbon and Dunkin' Donuts mix. Tried this margarita mix, which is a margarita mix with, I think, tequila. Not a big fan. I actually like this, but I don't really need it to have alcohol. And then I like the bourbon and cream. The flight attendant was pretty nice, that I got to kind of explore the options. Something that I've never seen in any airline have. This. One thing I've noticed is a lot of my flights people clap, especially from Puerto Rico. It's kind of interesting. Done with destination number 16. Hello there. I'm in Tampa, Florida, and some things noted right now. I need a shave today because definitely growing a beard. There's no lounges here besides like American Airlines or United or Delta. Like I don't have anything with Priority Pass, and I don't have access to those lounges unless I'm for example, American, Delta, United, unless I'm flying with the airline that day. Decided to go to the hotel. Maybe I'll order Grubhub because I have some credits every single month for it. Today I've hit 16. I get a huge bonus at 20. And then 25, oof, that's what I'm going for. I'm going straight to 25. I will probably try one more flight. I'm not exactly sure, even though it's going to delay my arrival back to California. Let's worry day by day. Let's do the hotel right now, which I have to still book. If you're wondering what time it is, when I arrived, it was probably about maybe late 7ish p.m. My flight boards at 6:40ish tomorrow, so it's going to be another one of those days where I go to the hotel, I try to sleep, I only sleep like 3-4 hours, and then I go up and fly again. That's the only non-positive thing, but I also understand that my itinerary, this is bound to happen since I'm kind of cramming it. I want that, that email that says I've reached 25 destinations and lifetime, like 25 stats. Before I go, I'm gonna look in the gift shop. There's like some coconut treats I found. I might order them on Amazon, but if it's cheaper here, I might get them. This is the thing I was talking about. I think this has all 3 flavors I was looking for. Maybe I'll buy 2. I feel so alone. Like, this is baggage claim. There's no one here, and there's only like 2 people, and then they're gone, and it's like literally empty. I honestly think that the Tampa airport doesn't really have flights coming in right now. Like, it's closed for the night. It's not even that late. It's like 9:47 p.m. Still trying to book Uber, but how does this make any sense? Uber X, $145.99. Share $148.92. $3 more to share a ride. Arrives at 11:54. And this one arrives at 11:45. This one arrives earlier. And it's cheaper, but it's not shared. How does that make sense, Uber? It's currently like 3:53 a.m. And it's morning. I had some pretty big plan changes. I looked at Uber. It was really expensive for a long time. Waited out too long, almost like an hour. And at a certain point, a hotel wasn't worth it. I decided that the hotel was just like cost way too much for a few hours. And we scrapped that plan. So instead, I just slept at the airport. I found a nice chair place right here. And I put this like thing and just put my feet on this. But this is like a 24-hour space in Tampa that a lot of people just like camp out if they have overnight flights. Yeah, today did not go as according to plan. But I don't know, we have to put costs in perspective too. It's definitely not the most comfiest, but it got the job done, I think. Taking an Uber now. Today is a horrible day, I think, in terms of sleep. Like, pretty bad. Like, I don't feel great. However, I am past security again, and I am ready for my next flight. Today's journey, I will go to LaGuardia. That is an airport I ended up missing and taking a flight out instead of taking a flight in. And then I will continue on to Durham. Then I will go back to JFK, then Buffalo. And that should be the end of the day. My arrival time is at midnight, and I have another flight, I think about 6:45 a.m. or something like that in the next morning. So I don't know how much sleep I will get. I hope Jenny can book a hotel that's on the airport because I actually need the time to sleep. And I don't think Jenny realizes how tired I am. My favorite website to check reviews on hotels is a website called TripAdvisor. I kind of fascinated that there's a store called TripAdvisor, even though it doesn't sell anything that's TripAdvisor-ish. It just kind of sells like snacks and I guess Tylenol and medications, but no TripAdvisor books. So it's a mislabel, I think, but who knows? I think it's still using the same logo. But yeah, just remember, TripAdvisor, really good for reviews of hotels. My little breakfast, I will eat one of these. I've been keep buying these, thinking I would try them, but this was the smallest one I could find. It's not bad. I was worried because I keep buying this, and I was like, man, if I don't like one when I try it, I might have to throw it away. Yeah. Currently boarding my flight to LaGuardia. Here we go, destination 17. Uniqueness of JetBlue of the day. Every single plane has a name. This one is you're flying on Devil with a blue dress on. I've never seen an airline name their planes, but it's kind of cute. Little like nicknames. Another thing I found out about JetBlue, actually I found out about this maybe 15 flights in, that the first 5 rows of most of their planes are this even more space seats. The passengers in these seats have the ability to get 3 alcoholic drinks. For elite members, they get 3 alcoholic drinks no matter where they're sitting, but this seat can be bought free for Mosaic members. Sometimes for me, I think I personally like to lean towards the front of the chair seat, and I put my head against like the back just to sleep. So the farther it is, the harder it is for me to fall asleep. So I'm gonna try this on one of my flights today and not get the even more seat and see if it's easier for me to fall asleep. I don't have a good comparison for how big even more space is, so I'm going to use the phone. So I'm about 6 feet. I mean, it kind of depends on how long the legs are, but this is my leg, and I can kind of put my phone here. This is a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5. We'll see how much the space is on the next flight. At least just kind of a comparison on my knee comfort. You could probably do the dimensions online. It's probably somewhere publicly available. We arrived. Pretty tired, honestly. Probably gonna fall asleep on the next flight too. I've decided to get Shake Shack, and I'm gonna see if I can find Chase Sapphire Lounge or Centurion Lounge after. I love the shroom burger. Some fries. Off to the Chase Sapphire Lounge or the Centurion Lounge to ask if they have shavers, toothbrushes, and a place for me to shower. I just shaved in the Chase Sapphire Lounge, and I use a family bathroom because they don't have showers in this airport. I was also able to get a shave kit and a toothbrush from the Centurion Lounge. I should have asked for toothpaste because I looked at the toothbrush and I was like, well, what am I going to do? So I had to like kind of dig into my suitcase, find where my toothpaste was. But I feel so much better. I'm going to take the cheap way to get from LaGuardia to JFK, which is going to involve me taking a Q70 bus, then taking an E train, and then taking an air train after that. Let's just try to find the bus. It's supposed to arrive in 6 minutes. The thing I need to stop doing is getting drinks, like non-alcoholic drinks, but look. So this is my backpack. I got some kind of hydration drink. It's free, of course. I got it straight from the lounge, but then I forget I have to go back into TSA, so they're gonna throw it away. I would recommend that if you're trying to do like multiple flights or you travel frequently, you need lounge access. You can cut costs significantly. Food costs covered. I guess if you need a shaver or a toothbrush last minute, you need a shower, that's covered. Some of them have kind of nap rooms, so you could use that if you have a long layover. Besides that, there's not a lot of ways to cut costs. I feel like if you have to get out of the airport, you can take public transportation. Anyways, Q70 right now says it's only going to take 2 more minutes. That's what I think a lot of people are waiting for, because it's free. Hardly made it to this airport. Like basically rushed on the train and finally getting on to my flight to Durham. Here's a comparison between the Even More seats and the regular seats. So the Even More seats, I pointed out that I could put my phone from here to here. So let's see that comparison again. Here's my phone. It's like maybe half. So I think you get like this much extra legroom. Does it make a difference like moving out? No, not really. But I usually sleep like this against this. So I think this is actually easier for me. So I might actually end up liking this seat more. I think I still did get the 3 free drinks because it's tied towards my Mosaic status. So Durham will be my, see, it's so funny because I'm getting it all mixed up. I'll be reaching destination number 18 now. Then I'll be going back to JFK, then hitting destination number 19, which is Buffalo, and then call it a night. And then wake up again, have a little small nap, hopefully this time, and get ready for 20, because 20 is where I'm going to get my 200,000 points. So excited. As for my comparison between Even More seats compared to the regular seats, I did notice that if I do this and lean back, it does kind of rub against that. Basically from an slouch position. Speaking of transferring from LaGuardia to JFK, quite an interesting experience. So I watched a street performer in the subway, and then I also watched a lady kind of sell candy in the subway. That's something I've seen in videos on YouTube, but never seen it in real life, so that was kind of interesting. It's definitely not peaceful though. He was just like blasting music. Most people are ignoring him because he's gonna request for money, so I guess that's like traditional New York. Gotta make it somehow. So here's what I don't get. JetBlue gives you 3 free alcoholic drinks. So technically, this is like a cocktail. This, one of these, and one of these. So technically this is free. One of these, this, and this. But I can't get this by itself. I have to pay. But if I request a cocktail, because I get 3 free drinks, I I can get this. What if I don't even drink alcohol? What if I just want to get this? Like, I honestly feel like they should just change how they do their drinks. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe because these are only mixers, but this tastes good on its own. So all these mixes are free with Mosaic. You can create your own, but you need to have alcohol. So I got the Bluey Mary one, and because of Mosaic, I get 3 in-flight drinks free. But if I don't get the alcohol, I have to pay $2. Why, JetBlue? Why? It doesn't make any sense. Well, if anyone explains to me, let me know.
Welcome to Raleigh. Whether
I am currently in Durham right now, and I just got off the flight. I have to go really quick because my flight might start boarding soon. I've seen how fast it closes sometimes during when you're following the tail number. So that's the airport. I'm going to go rush back. Had to use the restroom really quick, but let's go off to our next adventure. Back to JFK. Then I'm going to add one more city, Buffalo, and that'll be it for tonight. You know, I think about it, this might be the only time I'll be in this airport, and who knows, my lifetime maybe even. I think the camera lens might be a little bit dirty, but I'm gonna get ready to board. Flight number, I believe 22 or 23. So actually what's interesting is on the last flight, I was trying to get alcohol, and the person was like, "You're not Mosaic. We have to charge you for drinks." And I was like, "Check again." I was like, "I'm pretty sure I am." And then she like went to the counter, and then she waited for her system to refresh, and then it showed it. But it was I was like, "No, I'm not paying for the drinks." Anyways, I'm about to go to JFK now. And I'm gonna finish up my movie I tried to watch. I was like, if I'm flying so many flights, at least I should just do one movie in all this journey. This is Durham. I'm so close. I'm at 19 when I arrive at Buffalo, and then I'm to see the final stretch. I will probably do 26. I'm not exactly sure still what my final segment will be. I'm leaning towards Albany. Catch you later. I'll say something after this video, probably when I get out of the plane. But it does really make me miss American Airlines flight status. I am at JFK, and another complaint. So, I was in JetBlue's flight. It's something very, very small, but you start noticing things. I asked for earphones. Person said like he was giving out drinks, and he's like, he'll come back, but he's like, it was definitely not a friendly. And then I go to the front, and I said like I didn't get the headphones or something. So I talked to the other flight crew, and then he took it out. And then the other guy saw it, and he's like, "Oh, we don't give those in the flight." Like, such a small ask. If you say you're gonna do something, then do it. If you don't remember, then fine. JetBlue has had numerous issues that even I've taken like more than 100 flights with American Airlines probably at this point, and I've not had that many issues with American Airlines. Granted, I'm not taking them all at once, so maybe they're spaced out, the issues. I don't think JetBlue is definitely the best airline. I'm sorry, JetBlue, but I don't think it's the best airline. It's really hard when you're doing 25 years of status and you have mixed issues when you talk to staff, or when you have, like, it's so varied. Like, sometimes you have great staff, sometimes you have like okay staff, and sometimes you really have not that friendly. Like, some of the staff was friendly. Like in this last flight, one person was super friendly. I feel like it's 80%. 80% of the time I fly with JetBlue, I get a positive experience, and 20% I don't. And if it was about maybe 90 or 95% I got a positive experience, then I would stay with them, like completely, and like not feel a huge impact of doing American Airlines. But American Airlines does have some one world privileges that you cannot beat. But I think American Airlines, you do a better job. I'm sorry, JetBlue. Anyways, we're getting on another flight to Buffalo. Hopefully my experience is better. I'm still in JFK. I think the flight's been delayed for 1 or 2 hours now. I only had 6 hours to check into a hotel and go to sleep. And now, I don't know. It might be like 1 a.m. I hope I enjoy this flight because I've had 2 issues on my other flights. I am on my route to destination number 19. 6 more until I hit my goal of elite status in 25 years. I'm very excited. If I didn't mention this, I will be going to Buffalo, New York. Then I will be leaving in the morning, I think about 6-ish. I have another flight from Buffalo back into JFK. That's going to be a little bit rough. And considering that this flight is delayed and probably is going to arrive at 12:30, I might not be able to get into a hotel until 1 a.m. And I'll have probably about 4 hours to rest in the meantime. So that's going to be a pretty stressful time for me. Sometimes I like wonder, is the hotel worth it at that point? It's hard to say. Considering I didn't get a hotel last night, I kind of want one. And I feel like I'm getting pretty close to being done, so I would enjoy having a hotel, at least at this point, because there's not too many days if I only have 6 more destinations, unless something like catastrophic happens and I get stuck in an airport due to like weather. There must have been a bad cleanup crew before this flight, because I still see a lot of debris on the ground. Like, what is this? Some lollipop Skittles. I just turned on the mic, so it might not catch it, but there's a crying baby. It's so loud, a lot of passengers are turning around. I don't think I've taken a lot of JetBlue flights at night. I forgot about the blue lights. However, I didn't realize this, but a lot of the entertainment varies by planes. I watched an A24 movie on the last flight. Not available. They had many selections, just 2 here. So if you think your movie's there and you watched it in the last flight, I don't know, it could be gone. But dude, I missed the blue light. It's like, reminds me of JetBlue Mint or Virgin Airlines red, pink kind of colors. Pretty cool. It's like neon-y. I love the effect a lot too. I don't know what it is about this flight, but it's actually not routing it right. It's saying STI to JFK. We're going to Buffalo. That's the strange part. I don't even think it's tracking any route, to be honest with you, because it still says 0 hours and 0 minutes. It's so cool how every plane has its name. This one's kind of interesting. I like this one. It's called Denim Blue. I finally made it to my 19th city. Now I just gotta find how to exit the airport. Oh wow, almost to 20. Yes! 200,000 points. Buffalo has something really cool in its airport. If you look this way, they have a barber shop. I haven't seen a barber shop since I think we left Kenya. Yeah, it was definitely Kenya. It was in, I think it was near a lounge, but not very common. Also, sometimes I see it in hotels too, abroad. Let's see how this airport looks after security. It's a bunch of counters. I haven't checked in a bag, so I haven't had to worry about that. But let's just go to the Hotel A7 and get some Z's. So right now, waiting on an airport shuttle would be like the Buffalo Airport shuttle. My review of this flight from JFK to Buffalo. Staff was pretty nice throughout the flight. The staff gave me a fist bump. And I told them like I'm pretty close to 20 now. Pretty cool staff. Not gonna lie. I wish it was the same staff tomorrow morning. It's always a hit or miss. Honestly, it's to the point that because of how the staff is, it gives me kind of an uneasy feeling, you know? I didn't expect to find so many Indians in Buffalo. There was a lot of Indians on the flight, and there's a lot of Indians waiting for pickup. I've checked into this hotel, and it has like a courtyard. Check it out. Inside the hotel. Kind of cool. It's like a castle with a moat around it of buildings. I'm only here for 4 hours, 5 hours, but I'll take it. I think the rate was like 100-ish. Not too expensive. Doesn't seem the nicest, but it seems like it's pretty decently okay. We'll see what the room is. Honestly, it almost feels like a hospital. I was hoping I could do it like this for some reason. I'm not gonna lie, it seems kind of renovated. I mean, maybe not renovated is the word, but it seems cozy-ish. The AC is so quiet compared to some of the hotels. It's not quiet by any means, but it's definitely quiet. Or I've just been in loud airplanes. So today, I will call it a night. See you in 4 hours-ish for the shuttle. Hello, currently in Buffalo. I overslept my first flight in this trip. I think this was like flight maybe 23, 24. I was supposed to add on Charleston today, Fort Lauderdale, and a place, I think it's called Worcester? They pronounce it a lot different, but I think it's phonetically, it would be Worcester. Unfortunately, I won't make that flight, and I had to book another flight. I will be going to JFK, and then I'll be going to Charleston, and then probably back to JFK. I don't really know how I feel about what happened today, just because I was very ecstatic that I was going to go to 22 today, and oversleeping really kind of makes me a little bit sad that it's going to be a little bit longer until I go home. I tried to ask Jenny to book it, like any way to get 3 cities today, and the only option she gave was Puerto Rico. And I do not want to go back into Puerto Rico. I've already been there twice, and then there's another small airport I could go into, but I'd rather just not deal with going through immigration, going through customs. Even though Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, some of these small airports in, like for example, Puerto Rico, I know the big airport in San Juan that you don't have to leave security, you can just kind of transfer between gates, but I don't know if that's going to be true in the small airports in Puerto Rico, because U.S. Virgin Islands, it was a hit or miss. I guess I'm going to only go to 21 today. It's official, JetBlue never boards on time. Like, going 20 plus flights in, and it's never true. So, it's currently 12:13, and this is what boarding time is. So, boarding says 12:08, currently 12:13 p.m.
going to John F. Kennedy International Airport. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a 100% completely full flight, so we kindly ask that you only place large items like large suitcases or duffel bags. Please make sure that those wheels or handles are facing outward, not laid to its side. Then all of your personal items like purses, laptop bags, diaper bags, duty-free bags, gift bags, as well as backpacks. Please place those items securely up underneath that seat in the front.
Sorry, this is going to be hard to hear, but this is a 3-2 configuration plane. I haven't seen that yet. This is an Airbus 220. Most of the ones I've been on is Airbus 320s. Also, those bins are larger than these bins.
Now, if you are in row 1, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure
interesting because my bag couldn't fit on the left side, but it fits on the right side pretty well.
Please also know that
I was a little bit worried I have to gate check it.
You
know, one thing about this plane is the windows are so clear. Clean and clear. Sounds like an Acuvie commercial or whatever it is called. Proactive. But yeah. I can see pretty well. There's no scratches on the glass. It is such a lovely day today, actually. Kind of makes me want to be outside. So itinerary today is going from Buffalo to New York. Then I'll be going from JFK to Charleston. Probably Charleston back to New York. And then we'll see after that where I go. We might have to make some changes after my sleeping in incident. I do enjoy the music, it's very calming. Let's go get ready for takeoff. One thing I actually have grown to really like are these cookies. They're only in the even more seats. And I've been taking some of these cookies home and just eating them for like breakfast. I can't believe I'm trying this now, but I haven't tried this JetBlue pair my phone feature, so let's give it a shot. Connected to the Wi-Fi, there's a watch ad. I've tried and I've given up. I'll try on another flight how to get this, pair your phone to the TV. I find it interesting that in this A220 configuration, it seems like it's more new compared to other planes. It's actually either was like this or renovated with USB-C plugs. It's the only flight I've seen with USB-C plugs in all JetBlue flights so far. So you can see right here, there's a USB-C on the very top. There's also a standard USB. Usually it's 2 USBs if there's a kind of like a panel like this, one on the display and then one below. So I like that it has that option because I've been kind of limited on being able to use some of my USB-C cables to charge multiple devices. The flight attendant is actually very funny on this flight. I told him about I probably won't drink the alcohol, and he's like, he wanted to go, so I got 2 bottles to go. I think they're under the TSA 3 fluid ounces limit, but I don't exactly know what the process is because I've never brought alcohol between flights before unless it's in checked baggage. But I really do like this mix, especially with these salts. I don't always need the alcohol. Most of the time I'm just satisfied without any alcohol. Heading to my gate for my flight to Charleston. I've arrived JFK, now going on destination number 20. This will unlock 200,000 points. If you're ever in JFK, try this place out. It has pretty good pickles. You can try a pickle flight. It's pretty good. So Charleston, 3:57 p.m., gate number 520, which is actually right here. Destination number 20 to Charleston. Almost there. Can't wait for my 200,000. We are about to leave. my potential new plan for this trip might be, since this flight is delayed, I think it's delayed almost an hour, I might have an issue with tight connections, so I might be trying to follow the tail of this plane. So the tail of this plane is going from JFK to Charleston, and it's Charleston back to JFK, and then JFK to Rochester. So instead of doing Syracuse, I think I'm going to add Rochester, and then it leaves for Rochester to New York tomorrow morning, which is perfect. And after that, I think Jenny's trying to do something on the sidelines right now, because she asked me, can I take an Uber to LaGuardia? And if it can open up more possibilities, then I might do that. But I'm still hoping to get to count number 22 today. Let's see if I can get remote working on my smartphone for this flight. So pair my phone, connect to JetBlue's high-speed Wi-Fi. So I'm already connected, but let's sign in. Copy the. So it's connected. Watch ad. It's on board, entertainment mode. Peacock's free, Charleston. Pair device. RJH4. Submit. Departing for Unique Airport 21. It's my fault for arriving a little bit too late for the ticket scanning area. I am in Mosaic group, but I think I arrived at when they do the D letters. So when I got on the plane, when I got into the jet bridge, they were collecting bags for people because there was no more storage. So I tried to say, I got Mosaic, I have a lot of flights. Now what's confusing right now is because I have two one-way legs. I have a one-way leg right now arriving in JFK. I have another one-way leg arriving in Rochester. So I don't exactly know where my bag will end up. It's either JFK or Rochester. I will probably try to ask the flight attendant, since it's right under the plane, that if they can just keep on the plane, because I'm following the exact same plane to Rochester. I think if I have to go out of security, it's not going to work, because by the time I get the bags, this plane would have already departed. Another option will be if there's like a really big rule against it, or they doesn't really want to do it, I'm just going to ditch my bag and then come back for it tomorrow morning, because I'll be in JFK area again. So these are my options. I will see which one's the best. I'm going to ask the flight attendant first, and then we'll see how we're going to go from there. I never thought this would happen, but I should have been a little bit earlier when I arrived. So the flight staff is really nice. I think they tried their best. They're gonna see if they can get the bag back into the plane. But if not, I have it going all the way to JFK, and I'm just gonna leave without it and then come back tomorrow morning from Rochester. I would rather not have the bag follow me to Rochester, because it's not gonna travel as fast as I'm going to fly out. This will be destination number 21, which I'm very excited about.
Please make sure.
Okay, so I didn't get my bag on the plane, so I'll have to pick it up in JFK tomorrow morning. It's currently about 12:15 a.m. I believe my flight to JFK starts from Rochester at about 6-ish a.m. But yeah, I'm a little bit bummed. My previous flight from Charleston to JFK, people were really interesting. Like they were, I don't know, and then people were kind of interested on like what I was doing. Like it's kind of like the talk of the like 3 rows. So I've been on a lot of flights. And then on the last flight from JFK to Rochester, I was able to talk to a lady about, you know, travel and experiences we've seen, and like I'm off to my hotel tonight. That should be my boat for about maybe 5 hours before my flight the next morning. At this point, I just call Jenny and ask her what I should just do. She kind of helps me, like advises me, because I don't really follow the instructions or like where my hotel is booking until I arrive. I worry about it at the time I need it. But tomorrow we're going to JFK. After that, I think we're hitting 3 cities tomorrow too. So I'll be at 3. I'll be at 24. I want to do 2 more. One being arrival at LAX or San Francisco. And then the other one will be just an extra flight tacked on somewhere. Best Western.
I've got it.
That's my shuttle. I'm definitely holding a very, very heavy briefcase right now. It's so heavy because I usually put it on my carry-on. Like I roll it with it, but I don't have it. I feel like it's like maybe 25, 30 pounds. With like 2 battery banks, a laptop in there, camera. It's extraordinarily very frustrating right here. I had amazing flight crew, follow them for 3 flights, and I'm very happy with today. Okay, come on. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to put this down first. Going to sleep. It's probably near, what time is it? It is 12:54, and my flight is at 5:40. But flight board's at 5:45. So I probably will just treat this as a minute suites, maybe 4 hours, just fall asleep. I don't really have anything. I'm just gonna be wearing the clothes off my back because I don't have baggage. So that's gonna be my night, and then I will be on 24 tomorrow. So I will just need one more destination and I will book my flight to LA.